Good evening and welcome back here for game number 2 between the Wolfe County High School Wolves Blue Esports team and Lafayette Generals B. So, Wolves Blue came away victorious in match number 1 here. We're joined with Dylan Mays, who was our top laner in that last match, who did awesome as Poppy. And so we're going to jump right into our champ selection here and see what they're up to. Looks like our first round of bans for Wolves Blue goes for Aphelios, Mordekaiser, and Elise. And looks like the Generals are banning Ramos, Warwick, and Olaf. And a quick Kaiser pick for Wolves Blue and a Nautilus pick for the Generals. So both teams going really quickly here with their bans and their picks. Hades plays for the Generals here, taking his time down to the last second to pick a Nocturne pick. I don't see that one very often.
Nocturne jungle?
I mean, I just haven't seen that pick this season. I don't think, maybe not even once. And a Mumu pick back for our jungle, and a Leona pick for your Wolves Blue. Back over to the Generals. Careful. Heimerdinger pick. And now we are in the second ban phase. Looks like the Generals are taking their time thinking this one out as they pick their 4th ban. Looks like they're going with a Rise ban. Pretty predictable pick there, with Rise doing so great that last matchup there. Jeremy really utilizing his strengths. And Urgot ban. Once again, not a surprising ban because Urgot did so well for the Generals top lane last game. So sort of getting those out of the way here. And a Shaco ban. We have seen Shaco some this season. And a final ban for Wolfe County. They're going to lock in a Zach ban. Okay. Now, last 2 picks. First up, pick number 4 for the Generals. Once again, taking their time, thinking this strategy out, figuring out who they're going to pick to go up against the Wolves Blue, and a Caitlyn pick. And a Shin pick, which no doubt will go up to the top lane, and that Kaiser will come down to bot lane there. They'll do a switch on those 2 character picks. And then finally our support going with a...
He'll be switching for Leona with the mid.
Who is that?
Cassiopeia.
Cassiopeia, okay. And is it going to be a lock? Yes. Lock for Cassiopeia. And Lysandra? Lysandra. All right. So there is the lineup. They're going to do some switching here real quick. And we see that Heimerdinger moving down to support row, and Caitlyn in the bot lane for the Generals, and Lysandra in the mid lane, Nocturne in the jungle, and Nautilus in the top lane. For your Wolves Blue, we have Shin in the top lane, Amumu running jungle again, Cassiopeia in that mid lane, Kaisa and Leona as your ADC and support. So let's take a look here at the starting lineup. We have in the top lane, we have senior Logan Creech. In the bot lane, I still have the lineup here messed up. I didn't get a chance to fix it this afternoon, but Cameron Caskey is our bot lane, our ADC, and then Jeremy McKinney is our mid lane instead of the ADC. And then we have Dylan Prophet as our support and Matt Riley as our jungle. So that's your Wolves Blue for the second matchup here. We also got to take this time to thank our wonderful esports sponsors this year: Appalachian Wireless, Mountain Telephone, Licking Valley Rural Electric, Farmers and Traders Bank of Campton, Whitaker Bank of Campton, and Sweetheart by Stephanie of Campton, Kentucky. So thank you once again to all of our sponsors out there. All right. Going back here, we have a 3-minute spectator delay. So,
Something interesting. I have seen Nautilus top, but I don't think I've seen Nautilus Smite top.
very interesting. Yes, that
Seems like they're definitely going to be prioritizing the
that may have
Dragon and Baron objectives.
possibly that could have been a mistake, but I think you may be right on that. They may be trying to sneak in a smite on a Baron or a Drake or something,
But that does leave Nautilus without teleport or ignite,
which could backfire.
which could backfire.
Yes, this is a game of chance, a game of risk. You know, you're always
He'll be almost completely unable to match Shen with his roams, since Shen's ultimate acts as a TP as well.
if you just
So
not
he practically has two.
if you're just not joining us on YouTube or Mountain Telephone TV, we appreciate you watching us today. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Keep up with your Wolf County Wolves all season long. We are in the final match of our regular season. Your Wolves Blue is now 11-2. 11-2. And so we have most certainly secured a spot in the Kentucky High School KHSAA state playoffs, which will begin in 3 weeks. Less than 3 weeks, 20 days from today will be the first round, Sweet 16, and we are just so excited. We can't wait till the final rankings comes out to see where we're going to be placed in the playoffs. But we've got about 1 more minute here until we get to the loading screen. Should be another interesting matchup. That Kaiser Leona.
Is that copyrighted? Can we say that?
What?
The Jeopardy.
Oh, yeah. The Kaiser and Leona matchup versus the Caitlin Heimerdinger should be a good matchup there in the bot lane. And, of course, that Cassiopeia and Lysandra is also going to be just a battle there in the mid lane.
Something that their jungler did a lot in the last match was invading our jungle. And I think that may be part of what Nautilus is taking Smite for as well.
Possibly.
He'll be trying to bully Shen and then invade and take things like Krugs.
Well, that Smite definitely would help. All right, we got just a few seconds here. We're going to switch over to our match screen. We'll see you in just a moment. And that Snowmerdinger, which is a skin for the Heimerdinger, is a great way to celebrate the holidays, I suppose. And for this time, your Wolves Blue will be coming out of the bottom left-hand corner of the blue side. And the Generals will be coming from the red side, the top right-hand side. And at 15, they are going to be running out to their respective lanes and the jungle. All right. All right, and we are 30 seconds away from minions spawning.
This is some interesting placement for the generals to have their Nautilus so far from the top lane, especially if he doesn't have TP to get back into lane quickly.
Both teams sort of filling out, I think checking to see if there's any invades, which neither team is taking the risk. Neither team's going to go for an invade. So here in about 15 seconds, you're going to see the buffs pop up. And five more seconds, and the game will begin here with the buffs popping up. Your minions are already making their way past the towers, so... General's making quick work of that blue buff in the top lane, or the top jungle. And Wolfe County secures their buff faster than the General's there. Ooh, nice hit there in the top lane. Another poke from is it
Lysandra.
From Lysandra. Lysandra with that poke there. Be kind of a headache there for Shin in the top lane.
Seems like we've misunderstood. Instead of Nautilus top, it's Lysandra has gone top, Caitlyn has gone mid,
Well, that
and Nautilus is still in the jungle. Are they running? Nocturne and Nautilus seeming to go for an invade here.
yeah,
Seems like they're going to try to come.
very interesting setup here.
It seems like they could be running 2 junglers. Can't say I've heard of that one. And we've got a gank top lane by Amumu. And Amumu's backing off. Seems like they won't be getting this one. And first blood in the bot lane that we've missed.
So Dylan, nice escape there.
Just barely getting away though. And with Kaisa being killed, I believe.
So yeah, it looks like Lysandra, which was lined up as their mid lane, is running their top lane right now. And looks like Caitlyn, which was lined up as their ADC, is in the mid lane. And their Nocturne, as their jungle, is still running around the jungle. So a little bit of confusion here on who's...
And they've got Nautilus, who was lined up as their top laner, as a second jungle. And Heimerdinger solo ADC.
Yeah, very interesting.
Too early in the game.
So as we approach the 5-minute mark here, looks like Wolfe County has about 1,000 gold lead, and it's still tied 1-1 on the kill count. So
And
still,
of course no towers down.
yeah, oh yeah, it's still way too early. But Shin doing a good job of keeping that Lysandra under control there in the top lane.
So, Cloud Dragon is up. That'll be a fight here pretty soon. Nocturne seems to be going for either a gank or an invade into the topside jungle or into the topside lane. Cassiopeia and Amumu going for the gank mid, eliminating that mid laner. Heimerdinger seemingly being able to hold his own entirely in this solo bottom lane. And I assume that would be because of his turrets and the fact that he gets more XP by himself. Nautilus still in the Wolfe County topside jungle. And Nautilus coming in. They're doing a pincer maneuver on Cassiopeia. But it looks like it just won't work out for him. And now it appears that they're going to be trying to force a fight Drake. Going by their pings currently.
Right, and the Wolves Blue here continuing to do some work here as Shin hits some.
Nocturne seemed.
Shin getting some work done up that top tower.
Looks like Nocturne might be looking for a gank there soon.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like their jungler, General's jungler, does get that red buff there. And Amumu taking care of his jungle, getting that buff there.
And we're seeing Wolfe County start to kind of float around the dragon pit like they're trying to force a fight there or take dragon if they don't contest. Nocturne and Nautilus going bot side.
Ooh.
Maybe trying to force a gang.
Very nice here. And Amumu there with the kill on, was that Caitlyn?
Yes. Very nice gang.
So after 8 minutes, we got a 3-1 kill lead and a 2,500 gold lead. So Wolfe County here doing some work in this second matchup here. Starting to get just a little bit of momentum. We're going to see that dragon pop up here any second, as it may already be popped up.
It is already popped up, I believe. Oh, taken away from the action.
Very nice hits there in the top lane. That Shin is looks like a level up on Lysandra.
Looks like Nautilus is going for an invade very close to Amumu.
And they may have him cornered there. Oh, and he escapes. He flashes away through. Unfortunately, he is going to lose some of that the jungle there.
Shen has teleported down to help. Although they may get away. Dylan
Nice
with
stun.
the engage. Leona.
And they are going to take out. They're going to be able to get two of them here. And Dylan is going to come up, and he should be able to get this. Yes. With Amumu giving the credit.
Nice.
And this leaves them pretty good little opportunity to take this Rift Herald. Looks like the generals. Caitlyn is coming up, but may, well.
Caitlyn by herself against 5. She may be able to steal it,
No,
but
she's
I don't
backing
think
off.
it's worth a kill. And I
No.
don't think they think so either.
Yeah, Wolfe County is going to be able to get this Rift Herald. That is going to be a good little momentum and confidence boost as they progress through this matchup.
Definitely helps to get that much tower damage.
Oh, yeah. So they're going to wait, and they're going to place this whenever the opportune time arises.
They're still pinging that dragon pit. They want to fight there.
They are going there right now. Looks like they're going to try to get this dragon. And this Drake is falling very fast with no contest from the generals here. Yes. Cloud Drake does go to the Wolves Blue. As they start to pull away here with a 4,000 gold lead, a 5-1 kill lead. Still got that Rift Herald. We're ready to drop it here within the next minute or two. We've got to take care of that scuttle there in the bot river.
What plays will be made next?
As we see both of them there, just sort of, oh, nice hit there from Cassiopeia. Ooh, and is able to get the kill there for a Moo.
Great burst damage from that Cassiopeia.
A Moo now sitting at 3-0-2 with a 300 gold bounty. Very nice play from Matt Riley in our jungle.
Now Wolfe County is summoning Rift Herald in mid, trying to get as many of those turret plates as they can before.
And they got over half the turrets, over half the turret plating.
Very significant amount of gold. Trade in here in top lane started by Shen, not really working out.
5,000 gold lead now for Wolfe County, almost 5,000.
But getting that flash will certainly be of use. Leona actually is coming up for the gank top lane.
And lands it.
And that is the end of that Lysandra.
Shen with the kill in the top lane there. Great play there. Great teamwork. Able to communicate and come up and coordinate that attack. That was excellent execution.
And we just barely missed it, but Kaiza and Amumu went and bullied that Nautilus out of his blue buff.
And Shen doing some work uncontested in the top lane. Yeah, looks like Amumu there getting another buff, and now he's going to be backing. Interesting strategy here by the generals, trying to put more pressure on our jungle and the enemies, the NPCs and stuff, but just they're not getting strong enough to compete with our Wolves Blue players.
That is a hasty escape. Bot lane.
Yeah, that was almost too close for.
And a Shen teleport. They may be able to turn this fight around entirely.
And Cameron there with the excellent execution there in the bottom lane. As they're going to be able to do a lot of damage here on this bot lane tower. They're going to chip away, and the turret plating has fallen, so they're going to really chip away at this. They may be able to get this down under 50% health. General's just not approaching quick enough.
They've got an entire wave here, so I think they will take the tower completely.
They have got the first turret of the game. Nope. Looks like first turret of the game, yep.
Wolfe County now with a 8 kill lead and a, can't do math, what is that, a 7k gold lead?
Yeah. 7,400. So after 15 minutes, the Wolves Blue here is pushing really hard against the Lafayette Generals B. 9-1 kill lead, 8,000 gold lead. As Shen is chipping away at that top tower. And Wolf County pushing this mid tower here, getting some hits in on it, getting it down to 50% health already. And Shen is going to take this top tower.
That makes 3 actually turrets for Wolfe County and 0 for the Generals.
And we got bounties on 4 of the Wolves Blue players. Ooh, and Shen here getting some good hits on Lysandra. And another Drake goes for Wolfe County as nobody in the Generals is going to test them.
Nautilus Nocturne now coming to help kill that Shen, and he puts up a valiant effort, but ultimately bites the dust.
Wolfe County now putting a lot of pressure on the Generals. As it looks like they may be going towards another Rift Herald, and they are going to engage this Rift Herald here.
Pulling it out of the pit to try to keep Nocturne from taking it, but it looks like he's not even going to try.
No, he knows that it's going to be really difficult with 3 Wolves Blue players who are, they have already taken the Rift Herald here. And depending on the placement of this Rift Herald, this could really snowball Wolfe County's efforts to win this game.
Wolfe County going to steal that red buff right under Nocturne's nose. Oh.
Nice. That was a good little hit there from Hades.
You're laughing in there. Something's about to happen.
So the Generals sort of avoiding team fights because of the level discrepancies here. We see Wolfe County levels 12, 9, 11, 10, and 9, and the Generals 7, 8, 11, 11, 9. So, for the most part, Wolfe County is enjoying a lead, level lead.
Questionable engage from Leona there.
As Shin is just doing some work in that top lane, man. Very impressive here from Logan Creech.
Pulling lots of pressure, but maybe too much pressure. Unless Kaiser...
And Kaiser comes in there.
Can pull a clutch here.
Oof. Oh, but he's got some backup. Oh, man. Oh, they've got him separated here.
Will this be a triple for Amumu?
Oh, man.
Very nice shutdowns from the Generals.
Yeah, 3-for-1 trade there. It did not go well for Wolfe County. I think they were playing a little too aggressively, and they got split up, and the Generals were playing together, and they sort of got called out there. So
no objectives up, however, so
no,
they won't be able to turn that into much other than the gold.
Yeah, and Wolfe County's still maintaining a 6,500 gold lead and a 10-6 kill lead. So that did hurt for a few seconds, but all the players from Wolfe County is already back in the game, so under 20 does not remove you from the game for very long. They did get some gold, though, so that did help the Generals out in their gold count, though. So, and here we go. We may see another engage from Dylan in the mid lane there, our support player. Him and Cassiopeia and all 4 of them there in mid lane. Are they going to go for another Rift Herald? They are approaching that upper river. Exciting matchup here today between the Wolfe County Wolves Blue and the Generals B from Lafayette High School in Lexington, Kentucky. So very exciting team fights here. And Dylan taking out Hades. And Zanali getting that Heimerdinger. And Cassiopeia taking out that Lysandra. Not Lysandra. Who was it took out?
I think that was Lysandra.
Yeah, I think it was too. Ooh, and the Rift Herald doing work on that top tower. Show us the top tower.
It seems like Wolfe County is now going to be taking Baron with not much that the Generals can do about it.
Yep.
After that team fight.
And the Infernal Drake is down there too. They may run down there and get Infernal Drake because
they're pinging Drake, so
yeah,
they're definitely going to go try.
Generals are still a ways away with Caitlyn, the only one being there really close. But with this Baron buff, I doubt they will challenge much on this Infernal Drake. And this Infernal Drake is just going to fall in just a few seconds. So quick. And now we see them backing. Make some purchases, get their health back up, and come back out looking for a fight here. As we see Wolfe County approaching a 10,000 gold lead, a 3-0 tower lead, and a 13-6 kill lead. So Wolfe County here really starting to get momentum, really starting to get the ball going here in this second round matchup between the Wolves Blue and the Lafayette Generals.
Looks like we've got two people, Shen and Cassiopeia, split pushing, top and bot side respectively, while the rest of the team groups mid. And it seems to be working. They're drawing pressure. Shen has taken a tower.
Did he get that top tower already?
Yeah.
Yep, it just went away. Dylan trying to bait them there into the jungle. Don't think it's going to work, but as you see Cassiopeia doing a battle here against two of them in the bot lane. Oh!
Nocturne ultimate.
Oh, man.
And she still gets away
Yes.
with a kill from that Nocturne.
As we see Wolfe County with a 5-0 turret lead now, as they are going to push this mid lane really hard, putting so much pressure on the Generals as they have to sit out for almost 30 seconds. So it's, 5 against 3 right now. And they have that Baron buff, and they have that Infernal Drake buff.
And they have minions pushing into the top side base as well.
They may rotate up to top lane here as we see Shin coming down. So yeah, they are moving up. They are gonna. Wow, massive damage on
Leo?
Nautilus.
Leona tower dives and shields herself to get away. Securing 2 kills, I believe, they got.
Yep. Wolfe County enjoying a 13,000 gold lead here. Makes it really difficult to purchase items and armor and goods whenever you're at a deficit of that magnitude.
So now it seems like both teams are going to reset for we're going to have a little bit of a lull here for a couple of minutes. Wolfe County, I believe, still has Baron buff, which is going to let them push up very hard once they want to. Dragon Pit timer is back up. It will be up soon. And it seems like Wolfe County is going to go for another dragon. Stun from Dylan, almost killing that Nautilus. But he managed to get back under tower. Now they're heading toward the dragon with the mid lane wave pushed up. Will Lafayette be able to contest it? Nope.
Another Drake goes to Wolfe County Wolves blue. Great teamwork there in the coordinating of getting that Drake.
Lafayette trying to pick off Kaiser, but
not enough.
If they can pick off the carries like Kaiser or Cassiopeia, who are doing most of the damage, they can have a much easier time winning these team fights.
And Wolfe County here going for the Baron again. The Baron does respawn in League of Legends, so they could potentially get a second Baron here with no fight from the Generals. It looks like Wolfe County is going to be able to secure this second Baron buff. Great.
Cassiopeia pulling so much pressure in that bot lane.
Great work here. The Generals here just fighting tooth and nail to stay in this game, but it is getting more and more in favor of the Wolves as they continue to get these buffs and continue to push in. The Generals are just at too big of a deficit as far as the gold and their equipment goes. So unstoppable. Wow, double kill from Cassiopeia. As Wolfe County moves in on their base here, they're going to take out this mid lane tower. And they're going to start working on the inhib. Now, when this inhibitor falls, that means super minions do start coming out of the Wolves' base. So that is going to be a huge help as they push deeper into this General's base. And the bot tower falls in base. And the inhib is going to fall as well. So Wolfe County doing some work here, getting awfully close to ending the game here with nothing left between them and the match but the Nexus Towers. As one of those Nexus Towers does fall, and the second Nexus Tower falls, nothing left but the Nexus. It is exposed. It is getting hit by those super minions.
Caitlyn tries to R that Kaiser in a last-ditch effort.
And the Wolves Blue come away victorious in game number 2 against the Lafayette High School Generals B. So great game here for Wolves Blue. As we take a look here at our post-game stats.
Yeah. Take a look at that graph too to see who did the most damage. Oh, okay. So if we look at the graph here, we can definitely see the damage that this man has done.
Okay, we are joined here with our player of the game, Jeremy McKinney, who was in the mid lane, and Logan was in top lane there. He just wanted to join us here, I think. But great game, fellas. Both of you did a great job there. Cassiopeia was so dominant. I mean, great performance. What are your thoughts on that matchup?
It was a really fun game. It was interesting, their strategy.
It was. They had like a lot of jungle pressure, more than usual.
But I mean, we had our vision score both games this series was really good. Like, we've been working on that, and it was a lot better this game. It helped us control the map a lot better. We got objectives over them and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, well, since you're in here, I'm going to go ahead and brag on you. That Shin play was awesome in the top lane. You did a great job of putting pressure, pushing that top lane. But Jeremy, I mean, we saw your stats there a second ago. Let's go back here and check it out. Just great stats here. You had 7 kills and 6 assists and 12,000, gold. So
And 0 deaths.
And 0 deaths, yes. So great job there. End of the season, boys. We are
Yeah.
12-2. We've had a very successful run, and the playoffs are in a few weeks. And any thoughts looking back on past games?
Looking back, we've had some rough games here and there, but I think that we can come back. We have potential to beat every team in the state, I believe. That game today showed it. We're playing really well. We've worked on our problems, such as like vision score and whatnot, and I believe going forward we can win it all.
Yeah, in fact, the Elizabethtown game, we were actually down a player, and so we relied on our subs and stuff for that matchup. So we weren't at full capacity. If we meet them again, it might be a different outcome. So, yeah, this is our Jefferson.
Yeah, I would like to say it's a good thing that we listened to Cameron because he said, go Cassie. Jeremy said, I haven't played Cassie in 6 months. And Cameron said, go Cassie. And Jeremy
Well, it
went
worked.
Cassie.
It worked.
Yes, it did work. So this may be our last stream here for a few weeks. We have 3 weeks until the playoffs start. So if this is it, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we appreciate all your support. And we'll see you next time for Wolves Esports action.